And she goes, and if you want to perform, then the night crowd should be arriving any minute. You can perform for them.
Oh, marvelous. I'll set up.
Don't expect any tips, though. They don't. No one in this village carries coin.
I don't need any money. I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, just for the room and board would be nice.
So, you begin setting up, and Mars, you begin eating your cricket legs. They taste odd. They're not disgusting, but they're not delicious. They're kind of this weird middle ground where it's food, so you'll eat it, but if you had to eat it again, there might be a better option.
So basically how I feel about real lobster.
So Mars, first, what's your, how do you feel? Does it feel, is it good? Is it delicious?
It's food.
Are we at the village?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure.
Octavian talked Mars into eating a cricket leg.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. They're delicious.
We're at a tavern. They have a interesting law system. Essentially, they have a pit where they
Beat the shit out of each other.
settle petty squabbles, and sometimes just like major conflict.
And they apparently throw murderers into the roots where there are monsters that eat them.
Yes. Anyways, Hugo comes back and tells everyone what he learned. I guess while Octavian is setting up.
All right. So you regale them in what happened down at the fighting pit. And Octavian, there's no stage, but you find a corner and you have, with the help of some other people, you push some tables and chairs out of the way and you set up a nice little corner for yourself.
Yes. I'll pull out my harp or my lyre. I'll just begin strumming it.
All right. After 5 minutes of just gentle strumming, a crowd is beginning to gather. You see people coming in, taking seat, ordering food and drink. Most of them just get cricket legs and insect milk, but a couple of them get some dried steak and what looks like a plate of vegetables.
Yeah.
All right. So make a performance check.
All right, I'll do a performance check. Ooh, performance. That's an 18.
18. The crowd at first seems distracted by their food, but as you begin to play and your voice kind of fills the room, they kind of stop and they turn and they just kind of watch. Smiles on their faces. A few of them look a little drunk on insect milk.
You can get drunk off that stuff?
Yes, it's probably poisonous.
Victoria says, she kind of leans over and says, some of them like it fermented, and it does give some kind of alcoholic effect. Not too strong.
Well,
but you perform. The crowd, after you finish, the crowd kind of gently claps, and then they return to
any suggestions? Any suggestions?
You see a small woman. Not too bad. A small woman kind of raise her hand, and she kind of holds it up and just starts waving it excitedly.
Ma'am?
She goes, "Do you know any stories?"
I do know some stories. Oh, I can tell you some stories.
She seems younger, old enough to drink, but maybe a bit naive.
Alright, time to turn on the... Time to fully fall into the role of C-3PO among the Ewoks. I will begin using minor illusion and prestidigitation to begin, setting the stage. Kind of with little illusionary illusions. Allow me to tell you the story of a wizard of the name of Darth Plagueis. He was a wizard of great power and renown. He had such power over the weave, he could create life itself and stop death. far exceeding that of any necromancer or cleric. However, the sick irony of Darth Plagueis was that even with his powerful grip over the weave, he could not save himself. Yeah. Interesting. What's another story I could tell? Let me tell you this. Huh? What? I can't hear you. You're all choppy. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Rodrigo?
Nando?
Yeah.
I can't. You sound like you're going through a tunnel. Are you? What did you say? Hello?
Maybe type in chat. We
Yeah.
can't understand a word
We
you're saying.
can't hear- Yeah. We drop out of chat, drop back in.
He's dead.
He's dead. Dear God. Here, I'll tell another story while we try to figure out what's wrong with Fernando. Allow me to tell you the story of a great and powerful, warlock. A group of warlocks. They were known as they were the 8 gay warlocks who dictated the rules of fashion.
Oh my
These
god.
very powerful warlocks aligned themselves with their patron known as Rupel, an archfey of beauty and also known as. And through their travels, they were able to create some of the world's greatest fashion. Things the likes the world has never seen. Only those who are from the Feywild could even begin to understand the absolute glory and majesty that these articles of clothing were created. These 8 gay warlocks who dictated the rules of fashion. They are not of this plane of existence. Oh no, fine, not at all. They are from another, Udavil, somewhere in the multiverse. I merely heard this story by tales of those who've traveled across the great, vast seas of Feywild, coming to our Feywild that connects us to this world. And through there, I learned this story. Maybe one day you'll be lucky enough to find the 8 gay warlocks who dictate the rules of fashion, or they'll find you, and they will bestow upon you fashion beyond your wildest dreams. No need of the stories really at the time.
The crowd kind of just listens attentively and munches on their cricket legs. They slam their goblets and get refills. There's 2 staff now. They probably came in to help tend to the bar with so many people. But after a few minutes, the crowd kind of dies down, and it seems they've lost interest, and they just return to their food and drink. But you see Belladonna kind of clap as he approaches, and he says, "Quite a nice story."
Thank you, I try.
He goes, "Now, it is getting quite late. We can leave in the morning, but I'd be advised to rest before we leave. It is quite a trek out of the forest."
Is there lodging here, or would we be staying with you, Belladonna?
He goes, the Hell Pit Tavern should have accommodations.
Okay.
Oh, where can I buy rations? I need rations.
The general store most likely sells any rations that we might have. Be warned, it's mostly crickets and centipedes.
Lovely. Disgusting.
Okay, Dextros had a number of exotic things. I've had bits before.
Yeah, I've eaten a scorpion and a lollipop in Dextras.
Oh, those are yummy.
Yes.
He goes, "Well, arrange for some lodging with Victoria, and I'll meet you here in the morning, and we can depart.
Ah, we've already arranged it. She said I could do some priest work in exchange for a night.
He goes, excellent. I will see you in the morning. And he kind of turns, he bows, and he leaves.
Yes. What kind of priest work are you going to do, Mars? You're going to, perform
Probably just bless some dead.
boring.
Hey, if there's a wedding going on and they absolutely need a priest, I'll bless the wedding.
I can be the, I can play every role in a wedding besides the officiant. DJ, the ring bearer, the flower girl, the best man, the bridesmaid, all of them, all at once. Every single person sitting in the pews.
In all honesty, I'm surprised you haven't been smited just by walking into a church. Even before you were undead.
I'd love to test it out.
All right. So Victoria kind of leans over the counter and hands you 2 sets of keys. She goes, we've only got 2 rooms, so you can split up.
Okay.
2 beds
Thank
each, though.
you.
You'll be fine.
Thank you.
Do you think Gus would eat this leftover cricket?
I don't know. He's on a very strict diet. He doesn't eat a lot of meat. He only has.
Well,
like,
I mean, rats are
crackers and, like,
omnivores.
nuts. I guess, but he eats like crackers and nuts. I will kind of go off to the side and kind of pull Gus out. Be like, Gus, would you like some of the cricket leg, or would you just prefer like the normal like trail mix that I usually give you?
He kind of gestures towards a little bit of trail mix.
All right, that's my boy. See, I told you, he's you know,
Well, I mean, I've seen rats eat real crickets.
he's not a rat, he's a mouse.
I thought he was a rat.
No,
He's a
he's a
mouse.
mouse. I know. Mars. I'm gonna kind of like cover Gus's ears. He has problems with his weight. All right, he's a little fat for a mouse, but he's not a rat. All right.
Oh no, I just thought because his tail looked rat-like.
Well, it's because he's he carries a lot of his weight in his tail. All right, just
No, because like mice have like furry tails. His tail is all skin.
well. I don't know. Maybe his uncle's a rat, but he's a mouse. All right, and I'm gonna stick Gus back in my skull.
All
It's
right.
just, self-conscious.
So who's taking what rooms? There's 2.
I'll just board up with Mars like I normally do.
All right. That leaves Hugo and Dante together. So you
Sphere.
guys
Don't
climb
forget
in.
Sphere.
Don't. I'm sorry. Sphere also joins. But you all settle in for the night.
We just forgot Sphere back at the camp.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sphere stays in the room during sex.
Oh my God.
All right. Sorry, just pulling a book out.
It's fine.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes. Better.
Okay. Sorry, no, I was driving.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't really type in chat while I'm driving. I can,
Oh, true.
but I don't want to die.
Well,
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. So I was just in Discord. I was like, okay, I'll just listen for now. I was asking if you knew the story of the tortoise and the hare.
oh, yes. Oh, man, I couldn't get that one.
Yes, the one where the turtle gets attacked by the rabbit with the samurai sword.
Exactly. Such an
Missed
asshole.
opportunity.
Hey, rabbit.
All right. So
It's a
Octavian.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference.
Octavian,
Yes.
I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.